Hello, artist. Welcome to Artists in Business. Have you ever wanted to sell your paintings or jewelry in stores, build a successful and welcoming online presence, or turn your creative hobby into a business that pays you? My name is Destiny Dixon, and I've gone through all those thoughts. When I created my art shop, Charms of Destiny in high school, I didn't know where to start. I struggled with finding a niche for my jewelry and figuring out how to price my paintings. I also didn't know how to find my target audience when building my presence online. Thankfully, through lots of trial and error and self-reflection, I figured out what worked for me and what didn't. Whether it was selling my jewelry online and at vendor fairs, creating engaging art reels, or defining what my brand means to me. In this podcast, I'll share my experiences and tips I've learned to help you all turn your art and jewelry into a successful business. Hey artists, I hope you're all doing amazing. Today we're going to be talking about creating opportunities for your business. Have you ever felt like opportunities just aren't showing up for your art and jewelry? Or maybe you don't know how to start creating them for your art business. I remember facing all those challenges when I first started my art shop, Charms of Destiny Ari'e. No worries though, by the end of today's episode you'll have 3 different ways to create opportunities for your art business and have more sales. Hello artists, before we get into today's episode, I want to encourage you all to join my community space on YouTube. There I share more tips on selling your artwork and jewelry, fun videos about my journey as an artist, art challenges, and create a safe space for us to connect with each other. You can find a link to my channel in the show notes below. Hey artists, we're back, and today we're going to be talking about creating opportunities for your art business. As an artist that creates and sells their own handmade artwork and jewelry, having the chances and the opportunities to sell your artwork and get your artwork out there are very important as an artist, not only because it helps you to build community and reach your supporters, but it also helps you as the artist to make profit from your creations and the things that you're making and be able to pour back into your art business, which is very important. At the same time, it can definitely be a struggle to find opportunities to sell, whether it's at a vendor fair, or maybe you're focusing on selling your artwork and your jewelry online, but the opportunities or the exposure that you have at the moment is not really helping you get the momentum that you need or the audience that you need to help your business grow. And so sometimes as an artist and as an entrepreneur, you have to take different risks and you have to create those opportunities for yourself, whether it's launching a new jewelry collection and letting people know, or sending emails to family and friends, or maybe you have like a community already built. Even if it's small, you can still do this too. But maybe even having like an email list and like sending out like reminders to like your supporters, like, hey guys, I'm selling this jewelry, or commissions are open, or just like letting people like know that your jewelry is available, letting people know that your artwork is available, and making like your presence known. Those are very important things. And sometimes you have to take charge of that and make the opportunities yourself and put yourself in a position where your art is being seen, even if there aren't really opportunities that are guiding you to where you need to be. I remember a lot of times my freshman year of high school, when I created my art shop, there would be many times where like I wouldn't have that many chances or opportunities to sell my art in person. And so I made my own opportunities by reaching out to family and friends. And I also remember I posted a lot on social media, like reminding people like, hey guys, I dropped a new item, or I made new earrings, new bracelets, and just like keeping people posted. And so all these different things that I was trying were ways that I was able to still share my artwork with people and share my jewelry with people, even when opportunities were really low or not really available at certain times. And so today I'm going to be sharing tips and tricks with you all more in depth. So the first thing that can help you to create opportunities for yourself in your artwork is to put yourself in places where the opportunities already are. And so what this means is that if there's like local art events or like art markets that are happening like in your community, those are good ways for you to get your artwork and your jewelry out there, because those are already like opportunities that are existing, or maybe if there's like online community, like I know Facebook, there's like Facebook pages you can join, or maybe there's friends or there's group chats like on social media that you can join where people are like informing and updating each other on like different events that are happening in like the area or things that are going on, and like sharing like different ideas and tips, things like that. It can also help if you reach out to different creatives that you know, whether it's in person or social media. So maybe you have like friends that also make art and jewelry. You can like possibly reach out and like collaborate with them, and then that in itself is creating like an opportunity for like artwork and jewelry to be made and like sold and shared with other people. Or sometimes there will be opportunities that are already there, and so being aware of like the events that are already going on are great ways to get yourself out there, get your artwork and your jewelry out there. And also collaborating with other creatives is a great way, because maybe if you don't know about an event that's gone, somebody else does, and now because you collaborated, now you also get to benefit from like knowing, or maybe you already know about an event that's going on and you collaborate with somebody else. Now you're helping another artist to get opportunities for their artwork and the things that they make. And so putting yourself where like opportunities already are existing is very important and a great way to get your artwork out there and get it exposure, Now, the second point that I'm going to make, I also mentioned this a little bit earlier, but sometimes you're not always going to have opportunities that exist right away. And so sometimes you have to create your own opportunities. And as I had mentioned earlier, this can include maybe like launching your own art shop updates, or maybe you have like a new jewelry drop, or maybe you're opening up like painting commissions. You could also like start a series collection to like help your community like gain interest in what you're making. There's a lot of different things that you can do to make your own opportunities to showcase your artwork and get your like community and your supporters like super excited about what you're gonna make, what you're gonna be releasing. You could also host your own small event too. So maybe like how people have yard sales, maybe you could have like your own little like jewelry pop-up shop outside your house or something, or collaborate again with another person, and maybe you guys could like rent out like a studio or a place to like sell and create your own like pop-up event. There's so many things that you can do. Maybe even like visit a local store. Maybe if you have like a store in your area, you could like talk or collaborate with like the owners of the store and see if you could sell your jewelry throughout their business. I know that this school year, I've had many opportunities to display my artwork, like my paintings, and sell my jewelry inside of local stores. So for example, in Cedar Falls, there's like the Ray Gun store where they have like vintage like t-shirts, I have clothing, stickers. But a friend of mine and I both like sold our jewelry out of that store, made lots of great sales, made lots of great connections with people in the area. And even now, like currently, there's another store in Cedar Falls called Mohair Pear, and after spending the last couple of years participating in their vendor fairs, their Mohair Pear fairs, and reaching out to the owner of the store, now this year I finally have gotten the opportunity to sell my jewelry out of their store. And so that's been going strong for the past couple of months now. I believe I started selling my jewelry inside of Mohair Pear earlier this year in January. Essentially, the point is that when you're consistent and when you reach out to people and you try to create those opportunities for yourself, it can help you create more opportunities. And so because I was like consistent and I had support and I kept people in like the in my community like engaged and aware, and I had like support from like not only the community but from like different stores, and having like friends that collaborated with me, I've had different opportunities to like sell my jewelry inside stores and even display like my paintings and my artwork inside stores and at local like vendor fairs. And so those are very important key things to keep in mind, is that sometimes you have to create your own opportunities and reach out to people and collaborate, and you will be surprised at how much you can achieve and how many more opportunities one small thing can help you do. And so making those connections with people, collaborating, communicating, and just being like consistent consistent are very like key things in creating your own opportunities for your artwork and your jewelry. And so this leads me into my last point about creating opportunities for yourself for like your artwork and your jewelry. And that is giving your community and your supporters easy ways to remember your art business. Because there's so many people and there's so many like artists, you need to make sure that you're easy to like find and keep up with so that your community, your supporters, they are like aware of like what's going on and like where to find you, how to find you, and like what things they can expect like from you as an artist and as an entrepreneur running an art business. And so it's very important that you're like communicating with them. You're giving easy like ways to like find you, whether it be like having links to your art shop, so you can like put your art shop in your bio. I know that for me, I have my website, my art shop link in my bio on Instagram. I have it on my YouTube channel. I have it on Facebook. Basically, all of my social media platforms that I have for my artwork and even my personal accounts, I have my art shop and like YouTube channels for my art all linked in those places. So no matter where people are finding my artwork and my jewelry, they can always like recenter themselves to my like pages and like stay informed and keep up with what I'm working on. Other things that can also help is I know on my website I have like contact info and email, so people want to like reach out to me for commissions or like collaborate. There's also that way that they can reach me. It's also great on your like whether you're selling in person or online. It's great for your community to know like what you're creating and like what you're offering them, whether it's prints, whether you have commissions open. And it's also very important, as I mentioned earlier, to remind like your community and your supporters like consistently on like your social media and in person on like maybe vendor fairs that you're attending, just keeping them updated with what you're working on, what you're doing. It is great because they're not only like aware of like what's going on, it shows that you care about like their time and their support because they want to know what you're up to. They want to support you in your artwork. They want to be in the loop and like communicate and like connect with you. So being consistent and like reminding them of different things that are going on is a great way to like build a strong community and build that support. Overall, when it comes to being an artist and entrepreneur and creating opportunities for yourself, key things that are important and very helpful for you include putting yourself where opportunities already are, creating your own opportunities, and giving your community easy ways to remember you and your art business. Whether you're collaborating with other artists in the area, or you're applying for like vendor fairs, art markets, or you are making like your social media links very like visible on your website so people can like know where to find you and keep up with you. Like all these different factors are ways that your community and your support system, your supporters can grow with you, support you. It's also a great way to meet other artists and create more opportunities for yourself. And as I had mentioned earlier, like one small opportunity or one small like connection with another artist or collaboration with another artist can build and like grow into so many more opportunities that you'll be very surprised. But I hope all of these tips help you all with your art business. If you all have any more tips and tricks that help you with getting your art and jewelry out there, please let us know in the comments. Also, if you find any of these tips helpful, please let me know down in the comment section. I'd love to hear you guys' insight and feedback, and I look forward to hearing you guys in the next one.
Hello artist! I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, it would mean so much to me if you could take 30 seconds to share this podcast to another creative you know, subscribe, and leave a review. If you're also interested in seeing more personal, fun, and helpful art content from me, please click the show note below to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Charms of Destiny Ari'e, where I share all those things with you and connect with you all. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll be back next week on Monday at noon to see you creative artists for the next episode.